good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is where you are. Welcome back to FearlessTeamLeader.com. Today we have with us an absolute genius in the internet marketing field, Rob Fore, and I just got done watching you speak, Rob. I'm impressed with what I saw, and the fact is that I ran across today that Rob and I are from the same little town, Ravenna, Michigan.
Ravenna, Michigan.
If you've never been there,
cows,
hay, fences, and that's what we did growing up, honestly. It's a town of about 400 people, 2,900 cows, and that's really it. It's like Mayberry left back there. So I'm just amazed at what you've done in the internet marketing field and how you've grown and what you've done. So I just want to ask you about people's excuses in the business. We hear a lot of people say, I can't build it because I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm from the wrong place. And what is your perspective on that?
You know, I had the same issue. You know, coming from a small town, you know, I was one of those kids where in our school there was jocks, you know, the guys that did sports, there was frocks, you know, those are the people that smoked drugs, sort of did sports, you know, and I just didn't fit in. So growing up, I felt very uncomfortable in my own skin. So I had the same excuses. I'm too young, I don't know anybody, I have no self-esteem. So for me, it was just a process of getting in there, taking action. Then as kind of like a GPS system on your car. You know, you give it a destination and you start moving, and it gives you course corrections along the way. Well, if you want to grow into the person you can be and get past those hurts, habits, and hang-ups that are holding you back, you want to get past the excuses that you're allowing yourself to keep living. You need to get in motion, and then you'll grow into the results as they present themselves. Does that make sense?
It does.
So I didn't want to do it up front because I didn't know how. But I figured if I just get in action, then I can make the course corrections as needed.
So action gives you confidence.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Great. Now, we were just watching you on stage, and I was really impressed with the presentation you had, and I can't wait to get my hands on your product. You went through the whole process of how to become basically famous on the internet. And that's the biggest problem with marketing is that people don't know what to do on a daily basis. So give me a quick rundown. You had a few bullet points.
Yeah.
Just give us a few points that we need to hit, and then tell us how we can get our hands on your product.
Sure. Yeah, well, on the internet, what's really kind of neat about the internet is like any other advertising mechanism, or even like a library. So the internet is run on search. So people are searching for information. Maybe they need to do a school report. Or maybe they need an answer, how do I take my business to the next level? So they're looking for tools, training, information, and leadership. Well, the person who's doing the search is the consumer. They're looking for information, they have a question. What we want to do is take the role of producer and answer the question or provide that information or guide them into the answer that they're looking for. As soon as we do that, we become the authority. We become a guru simply through the act of publishing that content. So the product that we have is we created the content for you, which minimizes your workload. So you can check it out in the back office, you know, check out your links, just follow it through and get that product. It'll take your workload down because if we really want to make money. It's not like we can there's a magic pill and we do something and magic just falls from the sky. We have to take consistent action over an extended period of time. And that will produce compounded magical results. So our product just makes it easy to do that and brand you as an authority and creates lead flow. And you taught me how leads are important.
Sure.
So the lead prosperity leads to prosperity. You taught me that, and it works.
The best thing about this is it goes right back to our first topic, excuses. People give me the excuse they don't know what to do, so they're not going to get started. You got to get started so you know what to do. You have to get started somehow. So go out and become the authority at some level. And you made a point during this. The point was, you said that if someone asks you a question and you give them an answer, you just became the authority.
That's right.
So
that person at that moment in time, you know more than they did. You guided them to the solution they were looking for. You are the authority. You just became the guru.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Simply by that one act of being the publisher or the producer. That's simple.
And another point I was really interested in is people are always trying to work on their weaknesses. And what do you say about that?
My thought is if you're weak in an area, outsource that or get somebody that's strong in that area. Because we can take a lot of time to try to gain that strength. But you're going to have your best results leveraging your strength. then bring in a partner, bring in your spouse to cover that weakness. That makes sense?
Someone.
Yeah, someone. Then in your off time, when you're not putting in your daily plan of operation, go work on getting past your weaknesses and building other strengths. But don't do that in the beginning, because we're never going to be perfect. We're not going to know everything we need to know to make it produce, but we know enough to get started today. So I'm going to focus on my strength, work on my weaknesses, and turn them into strengths on my off time.
Great. Awesome. I appreciate your input. I wish we
Thanks
had
so
an
much.
hour to do this.
Isn't this something?
Yeah, for sure. FearlessTeamLeader.com is your resource. I'm Clint Maki. This is Rob Fore. We want to see you again. Stop back again. My job, my goal, my entire mission in life is to leave you better than I found you. Thanks for stopping by today.
Fearless.
FearlessTeamLeader.com.